Alright, what up guys? It's me, GamerGuyTV here, and welcome back to another episode of Slime Ranchers. So yeah, it has been quite a while since we've been in Slime Ranchers. So I do not remember where we left off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play like normal, talk a little bit, and we have ourselves a video. I'm temporarily gonna break the video, however, because I want to turn my volume just slightly down. Okay, now it should be back. And my game is frozen. Fabulous. Great start. But yeah. Welcome to today's video. So, and while I think about it, let me really fast. Wait, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Let me really fast fix this so I can get rid of the ad and get us the accurate sub count. Why am I not able to interact with it? Hang on. Maybe I need to make it active. Hang on a second. There we go. Hang on. It's working. It's trying, at least. I told it to refresh, which it didn't like. My apologies to have to do this now. But hopefully it stays like that. If the ad pops up, I'll go in and fix it again. But yeah, welcome to Slime Ranchers. So, I don't really have a ton I want to talk about in today's video. The only big thing is today I released version 1.04 of my Pomodoro Timer app. So that was a pretty big thing. The update is now released. If you have an Android device, I recommend downloading it. The link is in the description. I'm also working a lot more. Well, I was also working a lot more on the cell screen for Element Miner. So that the completed game should hopefully be coming soon. And regardless, hopefully coming soon should be a TikTok with the cell screen. The only thing I need to do is the player XP levels, and we are good there. The other thing I wanted to talk about was that the thing you guys don't realize that I find absolutely insane is Thanksgiving break is 2 weeks from Tuesday. You guys have no idea how insane that is to me. And just that, I've had a lot going on recently, so I haven't been able to, necessarily make YouTube videos or talk to or do streams or really even make TikToks. It's been quite hard to keep that up, and luckily I had enough of a surplus of content that we were okay. But the past 2+ months that I've been in school, there's been some hiccups. There's definitely been some hiccups, but it has overall been just so great. So great. It's overall been amazing. I couldn't ask for really any better of a start to the school year, and things are turning out well. I don't really know what to say apart from that, but things are going well. Amazing things are happening, and I'll probably do a whole video talking about just 2022 in and of itself. But one of the things that I want to make sure you guys know now is that for me, the past 2 to 3 years have been sort of one big journey, and it wasn't necessarily clear to me how they were all connected, but now it is. 2020 pandemic, everything shut down. This channel got a lot more popular. So that happened. And then in, 2020, I sort of fell apart, got in some bad habits. 2021 was me fixing those bad habits. And 2020 also set the foundation for me to find myself. 2021 was a little bit the year that let me figure out how I found myself. Because between my job and the people I was hanging out with, I definitely found myself a little bit. And then 2022 was really closing up old chapters of my life and moving on from things that I just no longer need to worry about. Which, it's one thing talking about that in my head, it's another saying it out loud. It's almost oddly therapeutic in a way. But it really has been incredible to see, things are so different now than they were 2 years ago. Routines have changed, and I've just found myself, I found myself, I changed up. So there was an event in 2020 that forced me to switch friend groups. I'm not going to go into, detail, but basically I had to leave my friend group and find all new friends. And because of that event and where I put myself, my life is now better than it was. It's now so much better, and I only have myself and the people I met along the way to thank for that. But yeah, I've now put myself in a really good group of friends, I think. One that'll be good for me, at least. And 2022 has really been... It's been a really good year. It's sort of been... Like I said, I closed some chapters. 2021 set that up. It set those chapters up for closing. It put me with the correct infrastructure, who I was hanging out with and stuff, for those chapters to get closed. And, here we are. But yeah. So, apart from that... man, okay. I'm just gonna go sell these real fast. But, apart from that, I'm just really thrilled with where I am in my life right now. And, 2022 has been extremely helpful in aiding that. I found myself in cross-country, figured out I was good at it. I had to drop a few things that I really liked to be able to do it, but, I'm finding my sort of groove as an app developer. I've got a job, I've got money, I can drive. It's all coming full circle, and, I feel like that's just really a message I need to share out. It's maybe not need to share out. Need is probably a strong word. But one message that, I want to get out there to you guys is that, you guys may be going through something. I don't know. I started using webcams so that I was more than just a voice on the other side of the screen. The comments are always an open spot. So if you ever just need to, say anything, the comments always work. But if you don't feel comfortable, obviously, I'm not going to push anyone into doing that. But, I was never really going through anything, per se. Even in the pandemic, and, I was never really going through it. Sure, I had my ups and downs, within what I would probably consider a down. But, things come back. I don't mean that in a bad way. They do come back in a bad way sometimes. Be careful on social media, kids. But what I more mean is, like, there's ups and downs to life. Like, there's absolutely ups and downs, lefts and rights. You know, a few months ago, I did not expect to be in the position that I'm in right now. Like, that came as a quick right turn in my life, I guess you could say. But, like, the time before the pandemic was an up, and from the pandemic until very recently, that was probably a down. And, like, again, everyone has good days, bad days, ups and downs, and stuff like that. But what you gotta remember is, if you're in, like, a sucky few-month block, then you've got a great few months somewhere down your timeline. You know, that's really been something I figured out, you know, was a year or two of not so great times, but then, you know, things flipped around and I found my people, found myself. Like, it was great. So yeah. But anyway, enough of that. I swear this time. But, like, few big things, like, going along with Pomodoro Timer, I recently broke the $1 made off of ad revenue mark. Like, again, Unity requires 100 at minimum to pay out. So, after having it up on the Google Play Store for a year, maybe by the time I die, I'll get a payout. But yeah, so that was a pretty big thing. To me, at least. And, like, you know, I've been trying to do a lot more on TikTok. As you can see, we're at 322 followers. I'm hoping that between tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday, I can get myself, all I need is essentially another 6, because then I'm on Thanksgiving break. And I'll have oodles of time to make content. But I really just need to get myself through, like, the next 2 weeks, which I've got 1 week of content already on there in my drafts. So I need another 4 TikToks, basically. Which, you know, Thanksgiving break, one of the things I want to do is I want to take, like, a online course about how to use Blender, because I think I could do some really cool animations with that. I also want to work on Element Miner because I will have a lot of time. But also, I want to, you know, sorry if I'm looking up, there's a bug in my room. But I also want to work on Fitness Tracker, because here's the thing. Right now, I have 2 apps up on the Google Play Store. I am working, like, as hard as I can to grow without spending money. You know, I'm giving them mentions here. I'm trying to post things on my TikTok. You know, and really, like, it's hard to do without spending money. I'm of the principle, and I've always sort of been a fan of the principle, that, like, my mouse just died. No, it didn't. I lied. I've always been a fan of the principle that, like, unless you're gonna have money coming in, don't spend extra money. Like, right now, like, for example, it's 4:22 p.m. right now. This video is probably almost over once we collect a bunch of, like, plorts and stuff. But, you know, I'm going golfing and out to dinner with some coworkers later tonight. And, like, Okay, mini golf was only like $3, maybe $4. But it could have been a lot more, and dinner will probably take a good amount as well. Dinner will probably be like, I don't know, 10, 12, maybe 20, but that's fine. I can spare that. What I have to tell myself is right now I have like $2,600 in my bank account, which for some people, that's a ton. For some, it's nothing. For me, it's a harsh awakening that this is life. I had $3,000 2 months ago, but I also didn't work for an entire month. So that's that. But yeah, like I could save up my money for the sake of having a ton of money, but like I'd rather go out and have fun. Go out, have fun, enjoy myself, versus sit at home in front of a computer and have just money sitting in my bank account. I obviously don't want to be at the point where, like, I can't afford a tank of gas, because then I actually have to, like, take the school bus into school every morning and stuff, which I've so enjoyed not doing. Which, if it gets to that point, I need to really look at my spending, because what I've been telling myself since August is that I have a job. Not YouTube, not Twitch. I have a job that pays hourly, and I get around $100 a shift. I get around $100 a shift, which in the summer, when I'm working 4 to 5 days a week, it's a boatload of money. But in the winter and during the school year, I'm working 2 to 3 times a month. So that's still $200 to $300 a month, but I'm paying $200 to $300 a month in car insurance. So if I want to, well, not fully in car insurance, but between gas and car insurance. So I'm either going to have to sacrifice something to get a second job to make more, or I just acknowledge that I'm going to lose money over the course of the school year. Like, yeah. That's the reality. It's like, I'm gonna lose money. It's part of life. It happens. I don't necessarily want to spend my entire time being sad about losing that money, versus putting that money into having fun or things that I've been wanting to buy. That to me seems like a much better use of money, and, maybe I go somewhere on TikTok. Maybe that works out, or maybe my mobile game blows up. We'll see. But, I'm not entirely worried about it. I have plenty of money with more coming in, so, even if I make enough to break even every month, that means I'm hovering at $2,600. That's good. Like, I'll take that. So, but yeah, like I said, I think I need like 4 more TikTok videos in order to have enough to last me 2 Thanksgiving break. Now again, I'm hoping to live stream. Really hoping to live stream that Tuesday. I know there's one day I'm busy, and there obviously won't be a live stream. Well, you guys don't know this. There will not be a live stream the day I get out for winter break, mostly because, I'll be on a plane flight, because I'm going away. But the reality is streaming, it doesn't get me, if it was getting me $14 an hour, which is what my regular job pays, that's different. Right now, it's getting me, a few cents an hour. I've been affiliated for over a year, and I've only gotten about $11, which is sad, not enough. There's so many words for it. But, again, I'm going to have to put some real time and resources into streaming if I want to become big. And, I obviously care about it. It's not fair to say that I don't care. I can think of better ways to spend my time. Better and more fun ways. If I can sit in here on a Friday night and stream for 2 hours and make 4 cents versus go out and have fun for an entire evening and spend maybe $20, I'll take the evening. I'm going to remember that a lot better and a lot more fondly than I would remember, just sitting here. But yeah. So guys, I think we are out of time for this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a big fat thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed to the YouTube channel and liked what you saw, I would recommend, you don't have to, but I would recommend subscribing. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye.